What's up, guys? Another video in the series where we go over every single character in Guilty Gear Strive and see what's changed for them for Season 2. Now we come to Baiken, also a character I spent some time with in Guilty Gear Strive. Not a main by any means, but when she came out, I probably played her for the full first month. I think she's a really fun character, and she is probably the #1 gorilla in the game now. She's been that for a little while. I think Baiken players and Baiken as a character herself is more gorilla than Leo and stuff. She's just not as consistent, I guess you could say. She wasn't as consistent. I don't know what the changes are. She wasn't as consistent, and stuff would sometimes drop. And but when she got rolling, she did. Like, Baiken players don't give a fuck what you do. They just care what they do themselves. And the only thing that stops them if the case the character itself when they drop shit. But yeah. Let's get into it and start with the balance intentions. These changes make it easier for Baiken to maintain her offense. Oh lord. The decreased recovery of the S version of Kabari means that she can have the advantage while attacking when the opponent is tilted. Okay, looking forward to see what that advantage is. Her combos are now more likely to connect from a certain distance due to extended hitbox of Tatamagashi and the momentum remaining after cancelling into forward K. So yeah, that's as I said, like inconsistencies, and now they're talking about like more consistent. But yeah, let's jump straight into the standing P, reduced attack startup, yeah, faster. Crouching K, decreased knockback, yeah, so more consistent. 6K, 4K, momentum now remains when cancelled. Oh, okay, so like, so the momentum carries over to whatever move she cancels into. I see, so like that's what they mean by that's gonna be more consistent now. Close standing S, reduced recovery, yeah, that's the dash thing. Standing S, reduced attack startup, reduced frontal hitbox, better footsie tool. Crouching S, reduced recovery, reduced frontal hitbox. Again, better footsie tool. Crouching H's, no longer hits opponents when more than a set distance apart, reduced upper hitbox. I still don't understand the meaning of that, no longer hits opponents. I'm gonna look back at this and be like, oh, that's what they meant at some point. But right now, I don't understand. But reduced upper hitbox. So does that mean she has a harder time going under stuff? If they they reduced it. Sorry, not increased. Yeah. Okay. So she has an easier time going under stuff. Jumping P and jumping K, probably the ones we've seen before. Yeah, now launches upon a heart. We've seen that already with a lot of characters. Tatamagashi now activates even after an upwards input. Yeah, that's the thing we talked about in the universal thing. Like, you need to, if you want to do the aerial one, you need to delay the K press of the K a bit, like, but not too much. Because now, even if you accidentally input an up with it, if you do it fast enough, it won't come out. Aerial Tatamagashi, expanded back hitbox of the projectile during descent. Okay, so more of a hitbox on the backwards thing. Okay. Kabari S version now activates even after an upwards input. That's this one. Yeah, same thing. It's funny that was such a problem for Baiken players in general. Yeah, increased attack startup, so they increased it, okay, so it's a bit slower. Reduced recovery, okay, so that's where, so a bit slower, but like not as punishable. Increased knockback, on grounded hit, the tiller no longer pulls the opponent in during the animation. I feel like that pulled in. On grounded hit, the tiller no longer pulls the opponent in during animation. I feel like that's pulling it in during animation, but I might be wrong. But basically what they're saying is if this hits, she's more plus. Let's see. If she's plus. I'm sorry for me scratching my nose a lot. I don't know why, but like it's really itchy right now. That's a solid +2 right there. I feel like I don't have the numbers, but that looks like a +2 to me. Fair enough. I guess it's more on hit. Kabari HS version now activates even, yeah, now less affected by combo blowback scaling. Oh, that's fair enough. I can't really show that either. But basically in combos, it's easier to get the full thing. Kabari HS version follow-up now triggers counter hit effects. Okay, blowback direction now matches the direction Baiken is facing. Expanded lower hitbox. No longer in counter hit state after the active frames end. Wow, her and Angie share a thing. No longer hits opponents with more than a set distance apart. Increased recovery on block. Oh, so they were tired of the gimmicky stuff. How mine is it? Let's see. Of course I turn it off. Oh. Oh, how do we do this? How do action 1? Okay. Oh my god. I feel like this chain has a mind of its own. What the hell? That is way more minus, damn. I hope that's a good representation of it. Sheesh. I can't guess how minus that is. That's very minus. That's like in the upper tens. Like tens and probably upwards. But yeah. Alright. Yusansen reduced landing recovery. Oh my god. Ah, that's way out of the now. But if they doesn't mean they want. I mean, it's still pretty slow, but I guess it's to make it easier to combo stuff. Hiraki reduced recovery after successfully parry, as well as when unsuccessful. Reduced recovery after successful parry, as well as unsuccessful. This is the parry, right? It is the parry they're talking about now. Hiraki, yeah. So. Reduced recovery after successful as well. Okay, so let's. Okay. Then recovery jump. Oh my god. Does that mean I can like... Oh my god, come on. It's awkward, but like you seem very plus. It's plus, but like it's weirdly plus. Like look, it's very plus, but like the recovery is still really awkward. I don't understand what's going on. This is specifically after I'm done doing this. What is the... Like, it's pretty damn plus. It's pretty damn plus, but like the recovery after the successful parry is still like... The animation makes it so awkward to do anything. Like, it's so awkward. But like, it's very possible to do something there. You are plus, you're very plus, but you're more plus than you were before. But it just feels very awkward to do something. Okay, let's think. Surana Sansu Watashi. When blocked mid-air, the opponent now lands more quickly than before. Increased attack startup, decreased knockback. Is that the wake up super? Or is it, I feel like it's the wake up super, but it could be the gun. It is the wake up super. Yeah, just in line with every other super. Yeah, they just made her more of an offensive beast, basically. Between the parry thing and but they also took away some stuff. Like before, Baiken was an offensive beast because like the chain wasn't that minus. It was minus, but it was weirdly minus, so it was hard to punish. So like every time you blocked the sword thing after the chain, you kind of felt like you were in an awkward position, so you were kind of scared of pressing a button, but you weren't really. Like, yeah. Whereas now it feels like now Baiken just can't do anything. Like it seems very minus now. So that's kind of weird that they did that, because I feel like that was very in line with Baiken being very offensive. And like in turn, Baiken got like more plus frames after parry, but it's still very awkward to do something after parry. But I'm happy that parry is more rewarding, because even though it does an oomph of damage, it didn't feel that special landing the parry. It didn't feel like you got that rewarded off it. Fuji tools got upgraded a bit. Yeah, maybe most of it is in the Kabari S version with the reduced recovery and stuff like that. Maybe it's either easier to tether and like stay tethered and like keeping plus frames on. Maybe, but it's hard to tell right now, to be honest. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of Baiken now? I don't know if I'm disappointed. I'm just maybe a bit confused. But on to the next character. Let me know what you guys think.